Okay, so guys, we are live, and just give me half a second here to make sure that YouTube is receiving the content. Obviously, this video is critical of YouTube, so it's not really a stretch to wonder if this live stream will be censored in real time. I happened to do a live stream just last week. YouTube deemed my live stream not advertiser friendly, and they struck the video down. They disabled super chats. It's funny. But what's up, everybody who's in the chat? What's up, P Mars? What's up, Good Times for All? So, what's up, everybody else? All right, so YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki has released another video in her epic disaster fail that is her YouTube channel. I don't know if a YouTube CEO has ever been more frowned upon than Susan Wojcicki, and her latest video was uploaded just about 2 hours ago. It's brand new, brand spanking new, and it already has 6.4 thousand dislikes compared to only 283 likes. Honestly, they seem to usually have a bunch of bots in there smashing thumbs up, because there's no way her past videos get that many thumbs up. I find it a little interesting, but this time it has a shocking number of dislikes, and I actually found out the reason why. And you guys will learn about that in a moment. But as a little hint, it has to do with a YouTuber, but that goes by the name of Doc Tops. He appears to be South American in some fashion. I don't know what South American country, but he speaks Spanish, and which I guess is not really South American, right? Because probably speak Spanish in Spain, so whatever. Leave that to the race-obsessed people. But it has to do with this guy's channel, and it has to do with apparently only 50 minutes ago he released a video saying that YouTube demonetized his entire channel basically for no reason, and he's given up on his channel. Strange timing, to say the least, but I think that's where the flood of dislikes is coming from on Susan's latest video. But let's go ahead, check the health of the live stream. What's up, everybody? What's up, Globe Busters? What's up to everybody who's tuning in, everybody who's watching? And this has a lot to do with YouTube censorship. This has a lot to do with the reputation that YouTube has going forward, especially after breaking the record for the most disliked video in history, YouTube Rewind. So, let's go ahead and jump in, and I haven't seen it yet, so you guys are going to be live reacting with me. So let's go ahead and watch it. Susan Wojcicki's latest video update, February 2019 creator letter, our priorities this year. Oh God, this is going to be so cringe. Let's watch.
Welcome to 2019. I wanted to start by reflecting on the past year, since it was an unprecedented year, a time of tremendous growth and some tough growing up. We hit
tremendous growth and some tough growing up. Oh, they actually had to sit back and reflect upon themselves. Oh, because I believe that, yeah.
Several impressive milestones. Channels with more than 1 million subscribers nearly doubled in the last year, and the number of creators earning 5 or 6 figures grew more than 40% year on year.
Who's making all this money on YouTube? Like, the number of subscribers making over 6 figures has just exploded. Where is all this money going to? It must be those, like, I guess if you're doing like tranny makeup tutorials, the ones that are always like strangely in the trending tab for no reason. Maybe they're the ones making 6 figures. But God forbid you question the consensus about the shape of the earth, and YouTube censors you. It's like, okay. Anyways, but you could probably talk about Bigfoot and ancient aliens, and you'll probably get trending too. But don't talk about flat earth then. That's racist. Let's keep watching.
30% year on year. But we also unexpectedly broke a record with Rewind, creating the most disliked video on the internet. Even at home.
Unexpectedly. Once again, thanks for reiterating how out of touch you are. It's too many, and this is going to get this live stream demonetized, but whatever. It's too many tranny makeup tutorials. Too many in the trending tab. Too many tranny makeup tutorials. If you want to know why you're out of touch, YouTube, is because all you do is stuff the trending tab with tranny makeup tutorials. So come on, like come back down to earth. I know Susan and all the white liberals who work over there in Silicon Valley. I know you guys are probably the most privileged class of people. That's why you guys just walk around with this just axe, just silencing people's voices. You guys, Mark Zuckerberg, Jack Dorsey, Susan Wojcicki of YouTube. You have so much power to crush voices, and you guys are just on the most psychotic, just tyrannical power trip I've ever seen. And it's funny. And you guys are absolutely out of touch. And only someone who's a privileged white supremacist liberal, white liberal supremacist, a corporate liberal, really. That's what they are. They're corporate, not really liberals. They're corporate liberals. But that's why you would describe it as, quote,
on year. But we also unexpectedly broke a record with Rewind, creating the most disliked video on the internet.
Why would it be unexpected? Because you're out of touch.
Broke a record with Rewind, creating the most disliked video on the internet. Even at home, my kids told me it was cringy. We hear you that it didn't accurately show the year's key moments, nor did it reflect the YouTube you know. We'll do better.
Yeah. It was basically just tranny makeup. YouTube Rewind 2018 was basically just trannies doing makeup tutorials. I mean, if you want to encapsulate what is wrong with YouTube just in the last few years, you can sum it up in tranny makeup tutorials being stuffed into the trending tab every week. That's what's wrong with YouTube. That's why YouTube Rewind is the most disliked video by far in the history of your platform. And it's not nothing against trannies. It's just a symbolic representation of the corporate leftist agenda that's infected any corporation that has any power or influence in society. And of course, we all know that corporations don't give a fuck about trannies or their makeup habits. We know that corporations just want to chase every penny. They're worried about pleasing their shareholders. They're worried about not having a bad year. And so when you're a corporation, you don't have any values or morals or principles. All you care about is getting every little fucking penny you can get your hands on. And then what happens? You start to have these corporate liberal values and principles where you claim that you're against racism, but you enable the most psychotic racism against white people. You claim you're against bigotry, but you end up enabling and endorsing Islamic elements of the Islamic culture that could never pass in a modern feminist society. Putting a bag over your wife's head and claiming her as your property can never pass, okay, in a modern Western feminist country. But corporate liberalism will find a way to do it. They'll find a way to do it. So that's corporate liberalism. Let's keep watching.
To tell YouTube story in 2019. For the year's key moments, nor did it reflect the YouTube you know. We'll do better to tell YouTube story in 2019. For the year ahead, I'm focused on these 3 priorities. Number 1, supporting creator success. We know how important it is to get monetization right, and that it remains a pain point for some of you. Last year, we increased the accuracy of monetization icons by 40%, and we also made it easier for creators to appeal when we made the wrong call. Just as a reminder, we started the year with some of our key advertisers paused on YouTube. We worked to give advertisers the necessary tools to manage their campaigns, and we have been pleased to see so many advertisers come back to YouTube. We've also been focused on new ways for creators to earn money beyond advertising, including Super Chat, merch, and channel memberships.
Yeah, Super Chat. My live stream from last week was demonetized in the middle of the live stream. And super chats were disabled because I guess, it's just racist super chats or something. So listen, again, this is all corporate PR speak. Listen, there's nothing you can do about making monetization more accurate. There's nothing you can do to fix that if you're not changing the fundamental problem, which is deeming the most ridiculous shit as not advertiser friendly, as something that needs to be demonetized. It's a political bias problem, while claiming that you have no political biases, that you're not just a bunch of corporate liberals on a power trip, on a white liberal Silicon Valley, California big tech power trip. It doesn't matter how more accurate the demonetization system is. I mean, you guys consider flat earth dangerous content. This is YouTube's public statement on January 25th about how they're going to start censoring. That's right, censoring. Even though some of the globetards out there will try to argue that this is not censorship, it's censorship. There's no way around it. You're deliberately targeting a specific topic because big corporate interests don't like it. Mega corporate interests don't like it. And you're deliberately limiting its reach. That's what YouTube admitted they're going to do, and they included claiming the earth flat as one of those topics. It's political. It's political, and that's the essential problem. Fixing a broken system by just rearranging some of the cogs is not going to help it. It's not going to fix it. Okay? Sorry. And you can make the argument that maybe YouTube is dependent on their advertisers. And if that's the case, then that might be true. But, when YouTube is literally giving preferential treatment to the TV networks. So you have a company called YouTube. It's about bypassing the old TV establishment, where you needed to have some type of show on a TV network to ever get your show on a fucking TV screen. YouTube was always about bypassing that. YouTube is about you tubing. It's about you putting your shit out there into the world in a modern technological era where we all have access to a basic internet connection, and that's enough to transmit information wherever the fuck we want to. When you're putting late night TV fucking shows on the trending tab every day, it is the ultimate betrayal. Who cares about demonetization? Who even cares about that shit? Stop rigging the trending tab by putting Jimmy Fallon and Stephen Colbert and ABC nightly news that nobody came to YouTube. No one goes to YouTube so they can catch up on the latest report by fucking Lester Holt. Lester Holt reporting, yeah. It's just yeah. That's why people go to YouTube, yeah. Because they want to catch the latest breaking news from Lester Holt, ABC Nightly. Or NBC, whatever the hell it is. So it's a joke. It's a fucking joke, and that's what YouTube has done because Trump won. Trump won, and he wasn't supposed to win. And for the last century, elections, and honestly probably throughout history, but for the last century, elections were rigged. They were controlled through the media. Radio, television, newspaper, the whole media industrial complex was rigged and bought. And Trump won. Trump wasn't supposed to win. Finally, someone with balls was not supposed to win. And he was the ultimate insult and smack in the face to the mainstream media. And that's why they're so pissed off and they're trying to tear him down. Trump 2020, finally someone with balls. Pick up the t-shirts. The links are right down there in the description. Now let's keep watching.
Paused on YouTube. We work to give advertisers the necessary tools to manage their campaigns, and we have been pleased to see so many advertisers come back to YouTube. We've also been focused on new ways for creators to earn money beyond advertising, including Super Chat, merch, and channel memberships. And moving on to Article 13, thank you to everyone who helped shine a light on the serious unintended consequences of the European copyright proposal. You have proven to be a powerful voice in the debate. Your videos were viewed hundreds of millions of times, and millions of people signed the change.org.
I didn't know they were going to actually mention Article 13. As far as I'm concerned, Article 13 is a fake cause so that YouTube could run damage control on its fucking reputation and pretend that it cares about creators. That's basically as far as I see Article 13. Article 13 is YouTube's version of net neutrality. And you guys saw, I already broke down net neutrality. It's total hoax. Net neutrality wasn't a threat to the internet. Or rather, net neutrality was the threat to the internet. And the corporate liberals were like, yeah, we need net neutrality so we can crack down on the internet and save the internet from evil corporations. If you wanted to destroy the internet, that's exactly what you would fucking say. So don't just take people's things at face value. So that was net neutrality. And I made many videos on net neutrality, that it was all just a bunch of fake hype, and that net neutrality, if anything, is the scheme to destroy the internet, so you shouldn't support it. And it was recently repealed by Trump's appointee to the FCC, Ajit Pai, who's universally hated by shit-brained retards on the internet. And yeah, they repealed net neutrality like months ago. And the internet's still here. My connection hasn't slowed down. Everything's fine. It was all hype, all fake corporate hype. And that's what Article 13 is. It's just a way for Susan Wojcicki to make it seem like she's fighting for creators, and Article 13 is going to destroy the internet. So look, I fought against a fake problem that wasn't even a problem. That's what Article 13 was. It was a way for YouTube to make it seem like it's fighting for creators when it literally was not. There was no threat. Again, I'm not going to go into the details now, but Article 13 was as much a threat to the internet as the repealing of net neutrality was, meaning nothing. And the whole thing behind Article 13 was like, oh yeah, well, creators aren't going to be able to make any more money, because everything's going to be copyrighted. And it's like, if you gave a fuck about creators making money, you wouldn't have enabled the mass demonetization crisis that took place. And YouTube didn't allow the demonetization apocalypse crisis because, they were just trying to balance with the advertisers. It was purely political. They couldn't believe Trump won. They couldn't fucking believe it. They were the white privileged liberals in Silicon Valley, big tech California, couldn't believe that a big, fat, white, racist, misogynist Trump had won. They couldn't believe it. And that's all it was. It was purely political. They thought that they could still grab humanity by the balls and force them to adopt their corporate liberal agenda. Well, sorry, it's not going to happen. No amount of tranny makeup tutorials is going to cause people to join your side. Sorry, it's just not going to happen.
.org petition. The policy negotiations didn't end in December as expected, but policymakers are hoping to close it out in February. So please keep speaking up and making your voices heard.
Fake, not a real crisis. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and spam the link here. New YouTube CEO link here. So you guys can go watch the video for yourself. I forgot to put it in the description. Let me put it here. New YouTube CEO video. There, it's in the link now. Great. All right. So yeah, it's just a joke. So let's keep watching.
Number 2, more communication and engagement. We've been working hard to improve our communication with creators and will continue to do so in 2019. Last year, we increased our responsiveness on social media by 150%, and
no one believes any of this horseshit, because it appears that the primary reason this video is so disliked, 6.4 thousand dislikes within 2 hours of uploading. And you look through the comments and they're all in Spanish. Every comment is in Spanish, so something was up. I did some research and I found out that there's some YouTube channel called Doc Tops. It's some Spanish channel. The guy stopped uploading videos 2 years ago, But today he uploaded a brand new video called Posible Regreso. Mi problema con YouTube. And to translate, possible regresso, that basically means he might return. I might come back to YouTube. And he says my problem with YouTube. And basically his video is about a few months ago, his entire channel was completely demonetized. YouTube provided no answer or actual explanation for why they did it. He's tried to contact them, and no one's giving him a straight answer, even though YouTube, Susan Wojcicki is over here talking about how they just massively improved their response rate in the support feature for the creators. 6.5 million subscribers. Doc Tops is the name of the YouTube channel. And you can see here 51 minutes ago, his latest video, after not uploading for 2 years, probably around the time the adpocalypse started, was about YouTube and how YouTube is a joke, a circus. It's really a joke and a circus. Even with me, for example, I just got my live streaming capabilities back like a week and a half ago. And when I contacted YouTube and I'm like, why did you, back in like October, why did you take away my live streaming? They're like, oh, you breached one of the community guidelines. And I'm like, okay, so which one did I breach? And they gave me a link. I don't even remember what it was. It wasn't hate speech. It was this weird, like a spam or something thing. But when you click on the link to the YouTube page to learn more about this breach, there's like 30 subcategories of things you could have done. And I couldn't see how I fell under any of those. And more importantly, how am I supposed to know which one of those I did? So I asked the freaking chat support lady at YouTube. I'm like, okay, well, what exactly did I do wrong so I can know not to do it again? You know, if you're going to take away my live streaming for 3 whole months, I might want to know what I did wrong, right? And she simply said, sorry, I can't give you any more details about your case. It's like it's a joke. I mean, it's a joke. YouTube is a notorious joke. And they're not a joke by chance. That's my theory. They're not a joke by chance. They don't have poor customer service by chance. They don't mass demonetize the entire platform by chance. They don't rig the trending tab with tranny makeup tutorials by chance. They don't put late night TV talk shows in the trending tab by chance. They're purposely sabotaging it because the YouTube is way too dangerous for the old order. That's it. And YouTube decided that they were going to pander to the old order. All because Trump 2020 is going to happen. Finally, someone with balls. Incredible t-shirts. Click the link in the description. Get one for yourself. So here we go. Let's keep going.
Response time is now 50% faster. We started rolling out YouTube Studio, which will be available to all creators this year, and will feature key updates on the homepage. We designed YouTube so creators and fans can engage in new ways, and we are excited to see the community using these features. Creators like Lele Pons and Emma Chamberlain use our new Premiere feature to connect more deeply with fans. We released posts to all creators over 1,000 subscribers, and in December, rolled out stories to all creators with over 10,000 subscribers. Number 3, living up to our responsibility. A big focus of this year was on growing responsibly. This has led to many product and policy changes across YouTube. We put in place information cards on common conspiracies, added breaking news shelves from authoritative sources in 30 countries, as well as rolled out consequences for creators who bring harm to the ecosystem that you've all worked so hard to build. This is ongoing work. Just this month, we updated guidance to creators about our policies on custom thumbnails, external links, and pranks and challenges, and our Creator Insider channel clarified our policies around profanity. We are proud YouTube provides educational content on so many topics. We hosted 4 EduCons in 2018 and gave out grants to 65 Learning Fund recipients. We will continue to invest.
Yeah. what the hell's an educon? Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about YouTube. I don't remember what it was, but they were gonna like they're gonna like I don't even remember what it was, but it's basically like I think they had like a YouTube education channel where they just push the consensus that's taught in schools. And you know why YouTube did that? Because you have kids going up to their teachers, their earth science teachers, and saying, "Hey, I saw a video on YouTube saying, there's like zero evidence we live on a spinning ball." And the teachers crap their pants because they don't know the proof for the spinning ball. I mean, it's a joke. It's a joke. But again, that's what YouTube has done. That's what every content creator on YouTube, we've had to basically pick up the welfare slack for people who are just boring and suck. It's just true. Like the TV networks, like freaking Stephen Colbert and the late night talk show hosts who get preferential treatment on the trending tab. No one watches your garbage TV shows anymore. Nobody watches your garbage TV shows. People are on YouTube because it's the cutting edge. It's the modern day artistic renaissance of the human soul and mind. Well, it was. Now it's been destroyed from within. But yeah, that's the thing. I mean, so nobody wants to watch these stupid ass channels. Nobody want these TV channels. Nobody wants to watch this old archaic garbage. So we, the YouTube trailblazers, people who have been on this platform for years, who, in all fairness, took a risk because YouTube is far from a predetermined and reliable route to take in life, especially if you're doing it as a career, which now it's a joke. You don't do YouTube as a career nowadays, not after the adpocalypse. Just check something here. Yeah. So people on YouTube for years trailblazed content creation, the most unprecedented explosion in human creativity seen in centuries, happening on the wild, wild west that was YouTube pre-2017. And now what happens? Because no one wants to watch television anymore, and they got outcompeted, we have to pick up the slack for them. So I think Google donated like $25 million to local journalism, which is basically just local mainstream media. Okay. It's just like, yeah, look, what's going on here is that you have a bunch of here's what's the crisis with the mainstream media nowadays. The mainstream media is a dying industry, as we all know. But the problem is you have millions of students who went massively into debt to get a journalism degree. So now you have a dying mainstream media industry that's not making in the money it used to. You have a bunch of gullible, poor kids fresh out of high school who got degrees in college in journalism, and now they're just submitting their little resume to some corporate mainstream media television network, and they're like, please hire me. I got to pay off $80,000 in debt. Please hire me. And the mainstream media, expecting that its explosive historic growth would just continue its meteoric rise, but didn't because the internet happened. And now real journalists can just start YouTube channels, post a video, and boom, the whole world sees it. But if you're a college debt enslaved journalism graduate and you want to go work for a mainstream media company, but it turns out you should probably just start your own YouTube channel and become a local freelance reporter, how are you going to pay off that debt? So Google has to send $25 million or some absurd shit to go fund local journalism. In the era of fake news, we gotta fight fake news. It's just so fucking stupid.
Best in the educational ecosystem this year. There's a lot more about all of these topics in the full creator letter. Click on the link below and take a look. Everywhere I go, I hear stories about how YouTube touched people's lives in profound ways, either learning something new, connecting with others,
I learned the earth is flat on YouTube. Oh, censor that.
or bringing laughter when they needed it the most. I am incredibly
I learned there's no evidence for a spinning ball on YouTube. Censor that.
excited about the future of YouTube and our chance to make a difference in the world. So thank you again for being part of this amazing YouTube community, and until next time.
Oh, if we just make our update videos with like elementary little colorful cartoons, and people would just be like, "Oh, wow, YouTube's such a great company." Let me refresh this and see what the like-dislike ratio looks like.
Welcome to
Oh, wow, 12,000 dislikes. Oh. Anyways, look. My God. Yeah, I mean, this is all from this Doc Tops channel. Every comment basically is in Spanish. Wow, man, Susan Wojcicki and YouTube pissed off the South Americans, or whatever the fuck country this guy's from. My goodness. Oh lordy. So okay, so this is the official blog post from YouTube that accompanies the video. Let me just double check the health of the stream. Okay, good. Everything's looking good. All right, make sure there weren't any super chats. Refresh the page red. Well, I don't know what the hell page you're talking about. I suppose you guys can hear me just fine, right? Anyways, so yeah. So again, that's funny, and we all know that that my live streams are being censored. We all know that my content is not going out to people. You know, the other day when I did that live debate where I just put a public link out and anyone could join, and it was like 10 Globe believers versus me. It was just hilarious. You had this other retard atheist globetard called Godless Engineer. They just love, the atheist globe defenders just love reveling in their hatred of the notion of a god. This guy called Godless Engineer was doing a live stream, a garbage live stream. He's trying to debunk one of my old videos. And it's just him in his basement, just like, you think the earth is flat? Well, the Science Channel says it's a globe, so there. That's literally the content quality of this guy's shit. He was doing a live stream at the very same time that I'm doing a live stream with an open link, and I got all the top tier globetards in there debating me live. And this Godless Engineer guy who has a fraction of my subscribers had just about as many live viewers as I do, even though I have way more subs than he does. Just tell me what's more interesting. 5 top-tier globers in the Flat Earth debate community, the Flat Earth versus Globe debate thing, coming into a live debate where anybody can join and go back and forth spontaneously in real time. What's more engaging and riveting content? That, or some fat globetard atheist in his basement saying, yeah, but the Science Channel says we live on a ball, so there. We all know that my channel is being massively shadow banned. I've gotten an explosion. You can't argue that it's just old subs that you have that deleted their accounts and aren't active anymore on your channel, Chris. No, because I've had an explosion of subscribers in the last month and a half, 2 months. So we all know what's going on here. We all know that I'm being massively shadow banned, and that's okay. That's okay. Because YouTube is now ThemTube. It's MSMTube. It's screw you tube. Because you go onto YouTube, you start a channel, and they screw you. Screw YouTube. So, yeah. And again, guys, it really appears that this other channel called Doc Tops just so happened, and the timing is a little strange, I'm not going to lie, to release a video critical of YouTube. And this dude is he has a 6.5 million subscribers, and his audience is just massively being directed now to Susan Wojcicki's channel. And they're saying monetize Doc Tops. We miss him a lot. People are just trashing. So there you have it. I'm sorry, man. YouTube, there's only one way to fix your reputation. That's to become YouTube again. You know, YouTube, you, us, every individual person having a channel they can broadcast their opinion. And we know what YouTube has become. we know what YouTube has become, and that's the only way you're going to fix your reputation. So unfortunately, we have to wait for the old order to move on. We have to wait for the old order to move on. So yeah, I mean that's what being shadow banned on YouTube is like. Just fat atheists saying nothing of significance, getting as many live viewers as you. That is it. But hey, YouTube admitted they're censoring anybody who goes against what they want you to believe. So is it a surprise? Skepticism on YouTube, not allowed. You can't be skeptical of the mainstream heliocentric model. YouTube has drawn the line in the sand. They are anti-skepticism. So they have made their mark. They do not like skeptics. Some weird, it's just so sad. Everybody, we should all support skepticism. Okay, so anyways, that's it. That's basically all I had to say. The link to Susan Wojcicki's YouTube latest video is in the description. You guys can go watch it and make your own decision if you think YouTube is making a turn for the better. After that epic YouTube rewind dislike fail, it's hard to believe they can actually turn the ship around. Dabbing Good says Satan Man got slaughtered by a high IQ skeptic. Yes, Satan Dan. Yes, he got slaughtered by a high IQ skeptic, and it's sad, but we all have to have sympathy for those who are not at the same level. So Ron Sheckelson says, why is YouTube censoring flat Earth videos? Because we're waking too many people up to the truth. You live on a flat, stationary Earth. The United Nations logo is a flat Earth map? Question mark. George H. Natiuk says you need to get your facts straight before spouting flat Earth nonsense regarding Mullen over and over. It does not make it true. Yeah, Brian Mullen, it's a real shame, man, what happened to Brian Mullen. And we don't know exactly what happened to him, but he had a great channel with a lot of great videos, and he's gone. So anyway, so anyways, guys, so I'm gonna start a new channel called Mr. Skeptic Proves the Globe, and I'll have 40,000 subs within 3 weeks, and my live streams will have 3,000 live viewers. So guys, I'm gonna start a channel called Mr. Skeptic Proves the Globe. I'll have a little cartoon avatar, and it'll just be me saying, yeah, man, Science Channel says the Earth is a spinning ball, so Science Channel is a spinning ball. And I'll just get like 80,000 fucking subs in a week, and I'll have 5,000 live viewers. So definitely going to go do that. Okay, guys, so that's all I had to say for now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Link to Susan Wojcicki's videos down there in the description. And they can't stop skepticism. And I know there's a lot of people out there, they don't like skepticism. Like I'm just like skeptics, man. Like hell yeah, skepticism. And I'm a proud member of the skeptic community. I'm still looking for the International Skeptic Organization, become an annual member to support skepticism worldwide, skepticism in schools, skepticism, just skepticism, man. Thanks, Chocolate saying. So yeah, I just think like it's just like I don't understand why anybody would not support skepticism, like skeptics, and we have to be skeptical. Like skeptics. So, yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Yes, I am a high IQ globe skeptic. It's actually true. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Later. Mr. Skeptic Proves the Globe. 4,000 live viewers.